Congratulations, if you're watching this video, it's because you're nearing the end of your education here at Alva Beauty Collective. Thank you again for choosing Alva. My name is Stephanie and I'm going to walk you through the next steps so that you can schedule your graduation. So the requirements to graduate: you must complete your SEMA platform, you must master all of your Alva techniques, you must have your tuition paid off, you need to complete a pre-graduation meeting, apply for your state board exam, have your graduation ceremony, and then you're off to study for your exam. So you need to complete your SEMA at 100%. What that means is that on the right side of your SEMA, every time you log in, there is a wheel with a percentage that needs to be at 100%. What that represents is that you've completed all of the assignments and exams and you're at 100%. Your grade needs to be at a minimum of 70% on the SEMA. If it's lower, you need to retake exams in order to get that grade up. Your hours need to be at 50% of your total program hours. And so if you are in a Manicurist program, you must have 200 hours listed on your SEMA. If you're a Barber or Cosmo, you must have 500 hours listed on your SEMA. If you're an Esthetician, you must have 300 hours listed on your SEMA. Mastery of your Alva techniques. So on the left side here, you see an example of your Alva techniques list. All of you have one of these lists, and so you must have all of them signed off. Once you're 2 weeks out from graduation, so 24 hours remaining of in-person classes, then you could schedule your final practical exam. So you'll decide which technique you would like to be evaluated on during your practical exam. You'll find a model that you can perform that practical exam on. It can be a peer, it can be a friend or family member, but it has to be someone that is okay with the practical exam that you would like to be evaluated on. For example, if you want to choose a certain haircut, not everybody wants a certain haircut, so just make sure it's a model that aligns with what it is that you want to perform. Once you've found your model, then you want to schedule that practical exam with the front desk. Once that's scheduled, you notify your instructor about the date and time, and then on the day of your practical exam, you want to pass that with a minimum of 30 points. And so you'll see the rubric. You need to gain at least 30 points in order to pass and get that signed off. And once you've passed, you're going to turn in that complete Alva Techniques form to the front desk. It needs to have all the initials, all the signatures and dates filled out, and they need to have that turned in order for you to be able to move on to your pre-graduation meeting. Okay, so more requirements are for your tuition balance to be fully paid off. If you have any questions regarding your remaining balance, you can email Lexi at alvabeautycollective.com and she'll be happy to help you with that. You also need to have all of your in-person hours completed. So once all of those previous steps are completed, you are now ready to schedule your pre-graduation meeting. This meeting does take up to 45 minutes. Walk-up appointments for this are not available, and so they must be scheduled, okay? If your class schedule is from 9 to 1, then you're going to be scheduling this pre-graduation meeting with Jennifer. You could do so by walking up to the front desk, or you can email her at jennifer@alvabeauty.com. If your class schedule is from 1 to 5 midday, or if you go to class in the evenings from 5 to 9, then your pre-graduation meeting will be held with Ellie. And so you can go to the front desk and schedule that with Ellie, or you can email her at ellie@alvabeautycollective.com. So come prepared to that pre-graduation meeting, okay? Because otherwise you're gonna have to reschedule it if you don't come prepared. And so you wanna bring a valid ID, because all of your documentation needs to be matched up to that valid ID. The name needs to appear exactly as it does on your ID. You need to have email already on your phone. That way you can set up your Breeze account with State Board. You need to have a date in mind that you would like to schedule your graduation ceremony. I would say come with about maybe 2 dates in mind that you'd like to schedule that, just in case one of them doesn't work, the next one will. And so some people choose to have certain people present at their graduation. And so rather than calling mom, sister, dad at your pre-graduation meeting, talk to them beforehand, see what date's gonna work with them, get 2 dates, and then have those prepared for that meeting. Select a song beforehand that you want to play at your graduation ceremony. And then also you'll be recording a quick 45-second video clip during that meeting. And we have questions that we're gonna ask you for that 45-second clip. And just a heads up, you will be on camera, we will be recording you, and it'll be just something quick and easy. On your graduation day, you will be meeting with your campus manager in order to apply for your exam. And so you do need to bring a credit or debit card in order to pay for that exam application. That's going to be $125 for Barber or Cosmo exam application, $115 for an Esthetician exam, $110 for a Manicurist exam. Once you're done with that, you're done with all of the paperwork, you've completed all of the requirements, and now it's time to enjoy your graduation ceremony. You worked really hard to get to this point, and we look forward to everything that you're going to do once you're a licensed professional in the beauty industry. Congratulations.